All right, so I'm Alex. I am 25 years old and one of the last American hobos.
Hi, Alex. Where are we here?
We are in Kansas City, Missouri, sitting on the Hannibal Bridge.
How did you end up here?
Well, I met someone in my travels that I have really enjoyed spending time with. We got engaged. They got arrested. And so they're getting out in 2 weeks, just over the line over in Kansas. And so I came here to be here when they get out. Got here by hitchhiking, actually, all the way from South Carolina.
So we just met, and you immediately accepted to answer my questions.
Yeah.
Why?
I think that, I think that people like me continue to be invisible or seen as a nuisance. So when people want to ask questions and whatever, I'm more than happy to answer them to add some humanity to our culture and community.
Who are you?
Me, I'm just a punk in her mid-20s, trying to figure life out still.
What is your story?
Well, my story is I ran away from home when I was 15. Started hitchhiking back then. Settled down a few times here and there, but pretty much found every home I ever had I've been running away from. And eventually I started riding trains. And there was drug addiction and alcoholism and whatever. And I've been in recovery for 3 months.
Congratulations.
Actually going on 4 now. Yeah. Finally decided to settle down here in Kansas City, at least for a little while, and then probably move to Pittsburgh, because I really love Pittsburgh. Snow's nice when you don't have to sleep in it.
So does it mean that you sleep outside?
It does, yes. Yeah, most nights. Sometimes I'll get hotel rooms, or sometimes I'll meet someone and they'll invite me back to wherever they live. In fact, I'm probably going to be heading to St. Louis for a couple of days here soon to stay with a friend of mine that lives there.
So how do you hop on a train like that?
Best thing is wait for it to stop. Just wait for it to stop. There's a ladder on the side. Just climb up. If you want to get on while it's moving, you can. I've done it. Honestly, it's thrilling. Don't recommend it your first time. You can get hurt, and we don't want that.
So you never know where you're gonna end up?
Usually you have an idea of where you're trying to go. My experience has been that 7 times out of 10, that's not where the train's going.
What brings you joy?
Brings me joy? Seeing, because I live outside. I'm outside all the time. I'm always out in public. And I see people, that are like really disgruntled by life a lot. So the thing that I've come to take some of the most joy in is like seeing people happy going about their day, or maybe towards something they've been excited about for a while. I don't know, but I like seeing happy people.
Are you happy?
I'm pretty happy, yeah. I'm very much content with life.
What is your biggest fear?
Honestly, the continuing rise of fascism in the United States. I mean, we've got concentration camps already. We've got neo-Nazi groups and the Ku Klux Klan growing rapidly still. We've got president, a cabinet, and a majority Congress that are either liberals who don't care or reactionaries who are supporting and influencing this rise of fascism. I mean, our president himself is a fascist. I'm sure he can't spell the word fascist, but that doesn't mean he's not one.
Do you believe in something?
I mean, I believe in goodness. Like, my personal motto is be the person that you always needed to know. And that's kind of what's, like, driven me. through at least the last 5-6 years.
What are you proud of?
I don't know. I mean, I've had a few punk bands that were pretty alright. I do some pretty alright poetry, but I wouldn't say I'm proud of either of those. Definitely proud of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Found her in the desert, half starved, and now look at her. Big ol' happy pupper. Good doggo, too. No ounce of bitterness in this one.
Do you feel anger sometimes?
Sometimes I feel frustrated or indignant, but I don't know. I wouldn't ever say anger. I used to get angry a lot. Now, not so much.
Will you vote in 2020?
I probably will not, for the simple fact that I'm of the belief that your vote is only counted as a sum of the whole. Whoever the people counting the vote want you to have voted for is who your vote goes to. And then, of course, after they've accumulated enough, they divvy them up so it looks like a fair fight. But the problem with Republican representative democracy is that the people casting the votes don't actually have any power. It's whatever the people counting it want that ends up happening anyways.
What's next for you?
Well, I'm actually retiring from the road. I'm settling down here in Kansas City and eventually going to move to Pittsburgh, like I said. That's what's next for me. I'll probably get a job in a kitchen. Like I'm a really, really, really good cook. And I've held, kitchen jobs here and there before when I needed to take a break. So I'll probably do that. And honestly, long-term goal, I want to open a food truck, but like a mobile one where we kind of go to a lot of places over a large area and we're not just always in one spot. Kind of like, solo fame. Yeah, my fiance and I have talked about that a lot, and I think that's what we're going to be working towards here soon.
You have a fiancé?
Yes.
Where is she?
They're in the Johnson County Detention Center right now, being released next month.
Good.
Yeah.
So you have plans with her?
I do have plans with them, yes.
What is the truth?
My truth?
The truth.
The truth.
The truth. Do you have a definition?
The truth, the answer to life and everything is 42. Have you never seen that movie?
No.
Oh my God, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's brilliant. And honestly, that's the best answer I have because I don't know what the truth is. I just kind of play things by ear and try to do good. I don't really think about it that much.
What is your truth?
My truth? I don't know if I figured that out yet. I used to think that I knew. Now I don't think so. Come back to me in a couple years. Maybe I'll have an answer then, but not yet.
How do people react when they see you? They can see that you don't have a place where to live, where to sleep.
So most people just ignore me. Some people are very angry about the fact that I'm just existing. Like I was playing. I don't know if you've heard of the game Pokemon Go. Okay, cool. So I was playing that earlier, and I stopped by a spot that a bunch of Pokemon were spawning, and they called the cops on me just because I stopped and sat down for a second to play a game that literally, dozens of people around me are doing the same exact thing, but they called the cops on me. So I get stuff like that a lot. But also there's a lot of people who see me and they're very kind to me, or very curious about me, and they'll stop and have conversations with me, which is, my favorite thing. Or they'll ask me what I need, or some of them will even not really acknowledge me, but still hand me something, kick something down. Or honestly, the most annoying thing that people do is when they see me outside of a store and they go inside and they bring out a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna be able to carry it all. It's heartfelt and sweet, but oh my god, it's so difficult to carry so much stuff.
How do they react to
To my sign?
Yeah, your thank you.
I was sitting up here earlier today, and one of the security guys came up here, and I thought he was gonna tell me to leave, but no, he just chilled, charged his phone over there a little bit, and then as he was leaving, he's like, testing human kindness. Neither of us even noticed I spelled it wrong. And he hands me $5. I wasn't even trying to, make any money. I was just chilling up here with my dog, watching the skies and the water. And, I don't know. Anyone else sees my sign, I've had people tell me there's no such thing as human kindness, and they're usually the ones that end up kicking down the most. That's always really interesting to me. I'm sure there's some psychological factor there of they probably assume that no one else is going to do anything, or maybe they're trying to show up the world. I don't know, but bless those people.
Yeah. What is human kindness?
Human kindness is just, it's kind of I've got your back, you've got mine, from each according to ability, to each according to need. Basically the fundamental principles of communism. Just helping each other, community. Not being hateful or disparaging, but helping people when they need it, and being able to ask for help when you need it.
Yeah. What do you need right now?
Right now, like I said, I'm settling down here. Right now I need to get housing and find a job, and I've been working on that, but like I said, I'm only on day 2 of being here, and it's unfortunately a weekend.
Are you going to sleep here tonight?
No, not here specifically, no.
But outside?
Somewhere nearby, yeah.
Where is it safe?
It's safe everywhere when you've got a big dog. Even though she doesn't even seem to have the concept of being able to hurt anyone. She will bark, and that scares people off.
Is there anything else that you would like to add before we finish?
Nah, I think I'm good.
Thank you so much for your time, your trust, and sharing all of this with us.
Happy to help.